Good morning, class. It is time for part 4 of the NFL Blitz Gold Edition Arcade Refurb episode. Let's go.
It's time to put the monitor back in the cabinet. It's been a long time. I'm so excited to see what this looks like. So it's really filthy. I got to clean it. But before I do anything, I've got to discharge the monitor because I don't want to get zapped with a couple 100 volts from the flyback. So I'm going to use my discharge tool that I made and discharge it, and I'll show you how I do it. It's really simple. This alligator clip, I'm going to clip to a piece of metal, probably just the edge here, and then I'm going to take the blade of the screwdriver and put it up under the anode cap, and I'll hear a click, and that means that it's discharged. I'll do it a couple of times. It's hard to do one-handed, so give me just a second to set it up. Now, I used really heavy 12-gauge wire, and this has been a really great byproduct. I can clip it, and it just kind of hangs there waiting for me to use it. It's soldered here on the shaft. That was the hard part, because getting that solder to stick, not easy. Okay. So I'm going to go up under the anode, and I turn the fan on so you can actually hear the click. Listen. There. It just clicked. Took a second. Let me try it again. Okay. I do think that it is discharged at this point. I went ahead and attached it to metal on the power supply board and plugged it in so that there would be ground all the way to earth. So there. Okay, that's what the anode looks like on the inside. You can tell it's been discharged a few times, all the scratches around here. I vacuumed down in there. It's still dusty, but that's about all I can do without taking it all apart and scrubbing it. And I think that I'll do that next time when at some point I'm going to need to do a cat kit on this. The monitor's working great now, but it won't forever. And when I do, then I'll clean it up really good when I take it apart. All right, the monitor's in. Whew, that was tough. A couple of things. Let me explain what the problem was. There are 4 bolts holding this thing in, and the back 2 are pretty easy, although it's kind of hard to get up in there. Man, these were very difficult because there's no room to get a ratchet in, so I had to do it just a notch at a time with a wrench, but they're in there. So it looks great. It's all clean. I think I'm gonna go around back. I'm going to clean up the power supply and the PCB and clean them all up really well before putting them back in. But it's time to put them in now. I messed up. It's been so long since I had this thing together. I forgot to put this piece of metal under these blocks. And this is the hardest part so far with putting that in. I got to take it back out. Alright, I got the screen in and the glass on the front. I'm about to put on the speaker grill. But as you can see, I'm realizing that it's pretty rusted. Now this is the back side. The front side's not nearly as bad. I guess the back side didn't have a finish on it at all. But I can't put it in there like that because that rust will eat right on in. And then I'll be pulling it out and working on it anyway. So my plan is to get the rust off and then prime it and paint it. Just really light coat so it doesn't fill in all the holes. I'm going to use, to get the rust off, navel jelly. And so I can't do this one-handed, but the plan is to paint it on there really thick on both sides. And then if you wait 10 minutes and then rinse it off with water, and then I'll let it dry, and while it's drying I'll go to Home Depot and get the paint that we need. So it's navel jelly rust remover. I'll show you a little bit about what it looks like. I've got it over my trash can. It's just this gooey gel stuff. Now, if you let it get old, it will become solid. So I'm going to need a whole lot more than this, and I'll finish it once I put the phone down, because I just can't do it one-handed. It has been an hour of it soaking. I hope I didn't ruin it. I'm going to go rinse it off. It worked exceptionally well. Everywhere that used to be rust is now metal, except for that one spot I guess I missed. So I'll knock that off with sandpaper. I went ahead and took my my random orbit sander and knocked off all the loose paint. So it's almost completely down to bare metal on both sides. So I've got Rust-Oleum 2X Ultra Cover Paint and Primer together. I didn't really want to use this. It sounds like it's going to be too thick, but I just didn't have any other option at my Home Depot. So here we go. Let's give it a shot. All right, I'll flip it over once it's dry, do the other side. While we're out here, I'm going to go ahead and put the black coat on the coin door parts as well. All right, so there's this lip here. It's a piece of metal that covers up the bottom of the screen. I've got to paint it, but it's also bent up. Someone had taken some pliers to it, and so I want to show you a trick for getting it straightened out. I used the flat concrete as a source for true flat, and then I used the hammer and go along the edge like that until it is flat. And I've already done a lot of it. I'll show you what it looks like. You see the little rust marks? Those are actually rust marks. Next I'll sand it and then paint it so it won't look as bad. It turned out pretty nice. I should have sanded it all the way down, and that way it wouldn't have those marks on it. But I just don't want to spend that kind of effort on this since I'm replacing the control panel anyway. I'm nervous about powering this thing on for the first time since I've put it together, because if you remember last episode when we worked on the Blitz, when I powered it on, it broke it. So I've double and triple checked all of everything. You'll notice I don't have the marquee in because that top bracket is gone. I cannot find it. I know I had it. I looked at my old video. I know it was there. It is gone. And so I don't know what to do. I guess I'm just going to have to either have one made or try to find that one part. I've looked on our Arcade Boneyard and other places, and I just haven't seen this cabinet. So there's always something. Anyway, let's power this on. Looking for magic smoke. Oh, that sounded good. Game on. All right. Yes. Let's check the volume. Beautiful new new stereo sound.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please give me a thumbs up or maybe subscribe to the channel. I look forward to having you as a subscriber so you can get all of the next episodes in this series automatically. Also, if you want to email me, I respond to every single email I receive at jamie@mrjamie.com. So please send me your suggestions and your comments and your questions, and I'll be happy to respond to those. Oh, it's been a great day. I look forward to the next time we're all together on Mr. Jamie on campus.